You fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known is this. Never go in against
A tribble?
when death is on the line.
Hey, y'all, atheism is stupid. Okay, consider faith for a second. All right? It's often considered to be an ignorant thing by atheists. However, all faith is belief in written works and in teachings that you were taught. Okay? That's not any different from going to school, going to college, scientific journals, or really anything else that's written in the scientific community. You weren't there, you didn't see it happen, yet you have faith that it's true. Just like God believers. It's not different. It's exactly the same.
No, it isn't the same thing at all. There is a distinct difference between religious faith and the confidence in the correctness of science or education. Let's be clear about what religious faith is as described in your own holy book. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, a conviction of things not seen." The entire point of religious faith, at least in the Christian context, is that you do not have evidence, rational argumentation, or anything resembling proof of your religious assertions. This is in total contrast to science or peer-reviewed papers, which you specifically mentioned, which are based in evidence that can be shown to others. Experiments which can be replicated, conclusions that can be checked and verified by anyone. There's explained methodologies, literature reviews of what work has been done in that field already to build a foundation of knowledge to work from. These are all things that are completely absent from, here's a story about Jesus, now believe it because we say so. I get really sick of this conflation of science and religion from the religious community. Oh, you only believe in what those sciencey guys say because they told you to. No. Everything that has been established by the scientific method is open to everyone in the entire world to check its results for soundness. If you're skeptical about the temperature at which water boils at sea level, feel free to set up a fire and a pot of water and a thermometer and check it for yourself. If you're not sure that plants can't thrive on Brawndo,
The Brawndo's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
then feel free to get some plants in your yard, give them a sports drink, and give another set of plants water, and then measure the results. And when it comes to some experiments which you can't replicate individually because of cost or difficulty, well, that's why peer review exists. Because there are plenty of people and organizations who can replicate that work in order to check it from the standpoint of a skeptic to make sure the results and findings are sound. These are all things that you do not have when it comes to religious faith. There's no explanation for how or why the miracles that are claimed to have happened actually happened. Just, God did it. How did that supposed global flood happen when there isn't enough water on the earth for it to cover all of the lands? God did it. How did the earth, the sun, the stars, and everything form? God did it. And just how the hell am I supposed to rationalize and accept that non-answer as a justification and explanation for just about everything and anything in the universe?
Imagination.
Well, no. Faith is, by Christianity's own admission, blind acceptance of wishful thinking. Knowledge gleaned from education and scientific method, however, are proven, testable, repeatable, rationally justified conclusions based on sound reasoning and evidentiary support. Stop trying to conflate them in order to suit your agenda of justifying the unjustifiable, otherwise known as your religion.